Welcome. This is Melinda Barlow CZT, Certified Tangle Teacher, and today's lesson is Mozorito by Ria Matheussen. I'm not sure if I said that right, but this is a great tangle, and I like tangles that if I do in the round, I can make them symmetrical. And I did this one, and it wasn't as symmetrical as I wanted it, but you really don't notice. And I did a little conch in the center. And there I did it just as a straight piece. And here I did it round, and you can kind of see my little string line. So I'm going to show you on a little round tile. They're about the size of a bijou tile, and they're lots of fun to just have a little tiny round. So I'm going to show you on that round one. So we're going to take, and I'm going to divide this up. I'm going to guess about where my center is, and with a pencil line, I'm going to divide it up into quarters. So I'm just going to kind of pie shape it. So with this small one, I'm only going to get 8 sections, but if I did a larger tile, a rounder one, I could just keep doing more because of how this one turns out. So, and now I'm going to come back in, and I am going to put a little circle about 1/4 of an inch down from on that line. Just a little circle all the way around. And now I need some reference dots. So I'm going to put one reference dot here, and they alternate. And they're about a 1/4 of an inch down from the same distance from the other dots. But they alternate around. This one I probably made a little high, but it's really not going to make that much difference when you start on the tangle. You know, we always say there's no mistake in Zentangle. So now we're going to take, and we're going to go from the bottom of the circle up to the dot. And then I'm going to go around the circle and to the dot. Up. And then around. Because I kind of want that swooping kind of feel to it. And so now I have it all the way around, and even that's pretty. And now we're going to come back, and we're going to do 3 lines, and I'm going to start with the ones that go up. I find that much easier. So I'm going to start over here, and I'm going to echo around that. And I can call it echo. I should have written down who gave me the hint on Facebook, not on Facebook, on YouTube, about the difference between an aura and an echo. And an echo is when you do more than one line. So I'm going to echo this, and I appreciate that. Sometimes I just can't remember the difference. If you aura, it's just one line. But if you echo, it's more. And I'm going to do that 3 times. And I'm going to go to my next one that's pointing down, and I'm going to start clear over here, come around, do a little point, and I'm going to do it 3 times. And because that one dot was a little close, it was kind of hard to do it, but you can do it. And we're just going to continue around this tiny little tile, doing 3 echo lines. And I'm not going to speed this up so you can see the actual how slow I go. You want to take your time and go slow so that those lines are evenly spaced. This is my last one. And there we have it all the way around. Now you can embellish this, and Ria did embellish, which one of the embellishments she did I really, really liked. And it's because sometimes right in here, I don't get it real even, and so she just thickened this up. So I'm just going to come back, and I'm going to go over that line and thicken that particular line. And then I'm going to come from the bottom, and I'm just thickening that line and filling in that little circle. So it just gives it a little bit more depth. You can see how that depth is showing up. And sometimes it's not all about how thin the line is, but giving it some dimension. But I just love how that just makes this tangle pop right out. And you can see I just go back over it several times to thicken that up. And it also takes care of that little space right there that I may not have a neat line. I can kind of make those just a little neater. But you can see how, ooh, that just makes it gorgeous. Now you can add some shading, and we'll shade, but another thing you can add is you can add little tiny orbs to the outside. And I've done it all the way around on this one, but this one I've decided I'm just going to add them on that thickened black line. Not all the way around. Let me come in a little. And those little tiny things that you do, like this thickening a line or adding some little orbs, really can enhance a tangle. I don't think this one's plain at all. I love the beauty of this one. It's a beautiful tangle. And then we can shade, because I always think it's very important to shade. So I'm going to shade under, just with my pencil. And now I'm going to take my shading stump, and it's got a little graphite on it already, and I'm not too worried about that. And I'm just going to blend this in towards the center. I can blend out my little lines that I did. And I don't mind if I have a little bit of a shadow kind of behind there. And then I'm going to do the same here on the outside. Just make it stand out. Beautiful tangle. And it can be done in the round. It can be done in the round or a straight line. It's just a fun tangle. And Ria, thanks for this great tangle. I love it. It's one I'll probably use a lot. Who knows? When you do three tangle patterns a week, it can get hard to find your favorites. But I can go back, make a little sample of all of them so I can flip through when I'm doing a large project. But I mainly tangle for my brain health. And because I know that every time I learn a new pattern, I put new pathways in my brain, and I can ward off diseases and depression and lots of other things. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. New videos on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And your support for this channel is greatly welcome. And you can do that by shopping at inkledoodles.com. And there's also a donation button if you feel like you don't want to buy anything. You can also always donate. Thanks again and have a great day.